Rich Leeds obviously has a proud tradition of bringing through academy talent. Jack Sinfield, the latest to sign up.
Yeah, really pleased. I think obviously with his dad and his connection, there's going to be comparisons for Jack, and he's probably going to face that throughout his career. But I think as a young player, coming through, he's been sought after by a number of rugby league clubs, but also rugby union clubs, such as his skill set. The comparisons with his dad, there is some. He's got a terrific temperament, absolutely loves the game, thoroughly professional, trains incredibly hard. From a playing point of view, he kicks the ball well. He's got a very strong skill set, but he's an on-the-ball number 7, which is probably different to where Kevin is when he came through. I know he developed as a halfback later on, and throughout his career he played there a lot. But Jack's definitely in the mould of a traditional number 7 that likes the ball in his hands and plays on the ball. His skill set, he's got a great passing game, good control, good vision. I've already said he's got an unbelievable kicking game for a young man, and I think what is in his favour as he gets through the grades, because playing halfback at junior level can be very, very different as you graduate towards first grade. He's a big-bodied halfback. He's grown so much in the last 12 months. He's going to be a really good, strong size for a number 7. So look, we're pleased to get his signature. It'll come with some pressure of the name, but I think he's a kid that he's not going to let that worry him one little bit. And we've already seen from working with him a touch, and the guys that have done a terrific job with him coming through our scholarship, he's very much his own man.
And you mentioned the name there and the pressures that come with it, but actually the flip side of that is the grounding he's got. You're almost ahead of some of his contemporaries because he's had a lifetime growing up in rugby league and seeing the very best of rugby league. From your own experience growing up.
Yeah, and he's been in and around it all his life. I think, speaking to Jack, I'm more speaking to Kevin really. He only ever really wanted to sign for Leeds, which is great for us. He's an ambitious young kid. It is. It's going to come with, as I said, it's going to come with some weight and expectation. But we think he's got the temperament to handle that. But what it is giving us is a kid that you can tell has been in and around it all his life. Had a ball in his hand. He's got the backyard skill set. He's got some of the subtle skills that you would expect from a kid that's lived and breathed rugby league all his life. So we're excited to get him in. We're going to try and bring him in first grade as much as we can around his studies. Callum McClellan's currently out of contract and a contract on the table. Our halfbacks are all 30 plus. We're looking at, we've talked often about building a side and a squad that can last the club 10 years. I think this is a wonderful signing for us for the bigger picture, because we're pretty confident Jack will quickly evolve into a kid that'll be knocking on the first team door. He's very young at the moment, but we think he's got every facet and skill you would want for a kid that you could think could be develop into a first grade player.
And we've seen with Morgan Gannon in particular that when the kids have that set up and the right nuts and bolts in the build up to it, that in our environment they can thrive.
Yeah, it's no guarantee, but at the same time, there's plenty of examples that I guess if you want to call it pedigree or in the DNA, it can be a wonderful asset to have in a young player.
Proud day to be signing your first professional contract. You must be excited.
Yeah, it's a dream come true really. I can't really believe it, to be honest, but yeah, really happy, really buzzing. So,
how much you enjoyed playing with the academy this year? You've been playing 17s and 19s. Has that helped you?
Yeah, it's been really exciting, especially being able to play at Headingley. It's been brilliant. So I've really enjoyed every minute of it.
And in terms of the next stage, you're going to get some involvement with the first team squad. You had to get a couple of training sessions earlier this year with them. Is that something you're looking forward to? Yeah,
I really enjoyed the session I had earlier on in the year. I felt like I learnt a lot and felt like I sort of learnt where I'm at in my game and where I can improve. So yeah, it'd be brilliant.
And in terms of your own game, you've been playing a few positions. Has that helped your development?
Yeah, I think mixing between playing standoff and scrum halves helps, because sort of getting used to having different roles in the team. So yeah, really enjoyed both.
There's quite a few of the Sadworth lads involved in the scholarship and hopefully in the academy. Does that help you settle in? Obviously, your teammates had a successful time with them.
Yeah, it's great having my mates from Saddleworth here because it's sort of the people I've grown up playing with, so it means a lot to be able to share experiences with them really.
And how much does it mean to you you've grown up around Leeds Rhinos to be a Leeds Rhinos player?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a dream come true. Still can't really get my head around it, but yeah, it's buzzing. Really happy.
And it's an exciting time of year for all the guys in your scholarship team signing contracts and things like that. Have you all been exchanging WhatsApp messages and seeing who's signing up?
Yeah, we've all been a bit apprehensive to find out like what's going to happen and stuff. So yeah, I'm just glad I've got a contract and really happy with it.
And it's been a tough year or so for the academy boys because of COVID. You've not been able to play and as you'd hoped that development. How's that been?
It's been tough, especially last year. We didn't have any games last year because obviously COVID, but I think this year we've sort of come out and played really well. We've gone unbeaten, so we've done really well, and I think the boys have really dug deep for each other when we maybe weren't performing as we would have wished to.
And I know you've had fantastic support from your mum and dad as well. They've helped you get to this stage. You must be really thankful for them.
Yeah, they do everything for me, so I can't thank them enough. And I can't put it into words how thankful I am. So,
does it feel like this is the end of one journey with the scholarship, and now the start of your professional career, hopefully?
Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
And you've been here on lots of game nights. How special it would be in maybe a couple of years' time running out for your first team day? Is that a sort of long-term goal for you?
Yeah, I hope I can. It's just like I was here last night watching it. It was a great game, but I just hope I can follow in the footsteps of everyone else. Really.
Was it always going to be Leeds Rhinos for you?
Yeah, I've been a fan since I can remember. So yeah, Leeds Rhinos.